what I think is really interesting about the internet is the internet not only has opened up these new business models, but there's a very strong argument that MrBeast is the new, whatever, ABC or, whatever channel.
Paramount. It's
Paramount.
Exactly.
So there was a clip that recently went viral of MrBeast and the president of Beast Industries, and they were talking at the DealBook Summit, and they said, well, what's your business? He said, all right, so we got the content, and that includes everything from going on YouTube to now they have the Amazon show and Beast Games and all that. Then they've got an entire consumer product division, which started out as like knick-knack type food and Feastables, Lunchy or whatever it's called. Now they just bought a bank, right? They bought a fintech app that they're going to go distribute to it.
Yeah.
And then they're saying, oh, wait a second, but we're also going to create a marketplace for creators and advertisers to come and get connected to each other. So they're realizing that, hold on, if we have distribution, then we can put products through that distribution, but then we also can create a marketplace where we can take a fee. That's Apple's business. Apple has the distribution, they create the services, then they have the marketplace. And so I just think that distribution naturally leads itself to wanting all these different revenue sources. And so they get into podcast. Yeah, of course they're going to eventually do AdSense, but I think they're also going to try to figure out how do you do it in the Apple way? What's the other things that you can do that, YouTube or others may not be able to do?
And where was this, the MrBeast?
MrBeast is at the DealBook Summit. If you go to Twitter, just do Beast, business line maybe or something like that.
It's called what summit?
DealBook Summit.
DealBook.
Go to media. Yeah, just do MrBeast and then click on media. Let's see.
And while you're looking, all that relies on them being the main phone for people. Though, like, what if they got disrupted by their technology? Then they'd be, destroyed pretty quickly. No.
Wasn't that kind of like an arrogant assumption, though? If we own the technology, if we own the device, then people will just naturally flow from there. That may have worked 10 years ago,
right?
But the entire space has changed.
Right.
You don't think that applies today? You don't think distribution wins?
No, it does. But the distribution, the nature and character of distribution, as Anthony's saying, is completely changing.
Right.
That's the evolution here. That gets us back to Paramount and Netflix and everything else.
Search on Twitter. Search MrBeast consumer, but MrBeast is all one word.
The entire media ecosystem it's being rewritten. It's completely rewritten, but it's only maybe a third of the way through it.
How long is it, Rob?
1 minute, 16 seconds.
Let's watch it. Go for it.
So we have three divisions. Our media division, which obviously, as Jimmy talked about, YouTube is the anchor, but our shorts on TikTok and Instagram. Beast Games, which season 2 is airing in January. We just dropped animation. We also are working on other channels. So all of the content is one division, and that today is about half the revenue. And then we have a second division, which is our consumer products and services. Feastables being the anchor, our chocolate brand, the largest ethically sourced chocolate brand in the world. Our MrBeast Labs toy, where our toy is now the #1 action figure in America. And our Lunchly, which is our snack product, in addition to our joint venture with Jack Link's for beef jerky. We're also launching a phone company, Beast Mobile, and a financial services platform in there, wrapped in financial literacy and access to the world's information in making sure we're doing good while doing well. And then the last one, which we're really excited about, is building a two-sided marketplace and a global creator platform, matching creators with Fortune 1000 marketers who want to be able to access the creator influencer economy in an efficient way to be able to build demand for their products and services.
This is what you call the ultimate flywheel, the importance of first winning with distribution, and then you can pick and choose. I just pulled up some numbers here. 2024, their holding company, okay, Beast Industries, did $473 million in revenue. 2025, projected Beast Industries, the numbers are not finalized, $899 million. You know that snack brand that he was talking about, Feastables? You know what's the top line revenue just on Feastables? $250 million in sales just in 2024 when you think about this. So this is the engine, the brand being created, the flywheel, some of the things that we talked about a year and a half ago at the Vol Conference, and those who were there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is powerful. This is powerful. The question is, Pomp, is this duplicatable? Can anybody do what MrBeast is doing? Maybe not at his level, but is it duplicatable?
Well, I think that there's people who are already doing it. So Kim Kardashian and MrBeast, from a business model standpoint, same thing, right? Get attention, drive distribution, build businesses, put it through the distribution. If you look at Jake and Logan Paul, I mean, they're two of the best entrepreneurs, I think, of our generation, right? Same thing. get attention, build distribution, put products and services through it.
Yep.
So it's definitely replicatable. Now, what I think is really interesting and for Jimmy is going to be his audience tends to be younger and tends to have smaller dollars than, let's say, a Ryan Serhant or somebody with a
Sure.
much larger audience that is, or I'm sorry, with a much
Smaller audience, but a richer.
Correct. So what is he going to do as they grow in age? So he's already got the relationship with them, and now you see him going into the fintech space, right? So if he can grow with this audience over time, it is going to be insane as they come into more money and they start to have disposable income. He's going to be able to sell them all kinds of things that previously looked like snacks that are high volume, low price
How
point.
closely you think he studies PewDiePie as a case study to see what was done right and what was done wrong? Because think about it. 10 years ago, PewDiePie runs the world. Right? If you remember when they were racing with that other Indian YouTube channel, what was the other YouTube channel called when he was competing with? It starts with a T. Can you ask the question which
T-Series?
Is it called T-Series?
I think so.
I think it's called T-Series on who would get to 100 million first.
Yeah.
And I think Beast got there or something. But how much do you think he studies PewDiePie to say, I don't want to make some of those mistakes or do what he did right?
I've talked to Jimmy a number of times, and the two things I can tell you is, one, he is incredibly intelligent and he's very strategic. But the second thing is, and I hope he doesn't mind me sharing this, he called me one time and just out of the blue, and I answered. He goes, Pomp, teach me something. I said, Jimmy, you okay? He said, teach me something. And we started talking about, space.
That was the opening of the call.
Yeah, he had 5 minutes, and he was just calling people on his phone, and he was just like, hey, what's something you learned this week or whatever.
Wow.
That tells you everything you need to know about a person in terms of their ability to continue to grow, learn, try to get better, etc. This guy is the top of his game. The gentleman that you saw talking there, Jeff, he's former CEO of Shutterfly. He worked at SoftBank. Now he came in as the president, and I think he's the CEO of Beast Industries. You don't recruit talent like that unless you're hyper ambitious, and those people look under the hood and say, you got the goods.
What's the comp for a guy like that? What's he making?
Probably
3 to
not
20?
enough.
3 to 20?
I mean, it all depends on what is the equity package, right? But from a cash perspective, maybe he's getting paid, $1-2 million in cash, and then on the equity side,
Upside, whatever you'd end up doing.
Well, it also depends on how much, is he going to bet on himself, right? Like one of the things that's becoming very popular in public markets is the CEOs who take these kind of performance-based packages. And so, I've even taken inspiration from whether it's Elon Musk, at Kazo, at Open Door, et cetera. It's people just saying, listen, shareholders want to see executives win if they're winning. They don't want to see the executive making $25 million a year as the stock goes down.
We have our annual Sales Leadership Summit that is coming up. This year we're doing it at the Trump Doral. I went to the property the other day. Unbelievably beautiful property. And if you're a sales person or a sales leader or a CEO that wants to drive sales and find superstars and develop superstars, Rob, play that clip that you have. I think Alicia sent it to you. Go right ahead, buddy.
I got a question for you. Which of these two skill sets guarantee success more? You being able to recruit rock stars, 8s and 9s, coming in talented and they change the company overnight. Or two, you knowing how to develop rock stars. Which of these two guarantees success? From my experience, when I was not a rock star and I got lucky and I recruited a rock star, I could never keep the rock star. Eventually, I obsessed over developing people to succeed in sales. Once I did that, all the rock stars started knocking on the doors because they wanted to work with me. This is why once a year I host an event called the Sales Leadership Summit. This year we're doing it March 25th through the 27th at Trump Doral. If you want to find out how you and your team can attend this event to learn how to become better sales leaders, click on a link below, fill out your information. One of our consultants will get a hold of you.
There you go, Rob. That's the QR code, and we're going to put the link below. Rob, if you can put the link below as well for people to go learn more about it and fill out the information. One of our representatives will call you and answer any questions you may have about the event, and hopefully we'll see you there March 25th to the 27th at the Trump Doral.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.